Yes. We had started up. Because I want to get early.
It's a provisional application, какая идет? Я понятия не имею. То есть еще будем узнать. Okay.
Oh. All right, just before we begin, we just want to let people know that anything that is spoken tonight, can be for at a later time.
You shut the chat?
Yeah. there's a-
I don't know, say a few words and then you can go ahead, right? So we have
Okay.
quorum now.
Yeah, we have quorum now. Gita, please have a seat, my darling.
Okay, can you give her a package?
Yes.
So good evening. My name is Lucy Mojica Diaz. I'm the Chair of Community Board 13. Today's Thursday, November 16th, our licensing committee, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 applications in front of us. We'll go in the order of the agenda. And if we need to rearrange it, we will. I'm gonna pass it over to Yelena McIntosh, if I pronounced it correctly.
You better not.
I chopped it all up. Olga, our co-chair of licensing, and we'll proceed. Go ahead.
Good evening, Elena Mackin, Olga
Mac-
Ford. We are co-chairs of licensing committee. As Madam Chair said, we have a lot of applications, so we are starting from a new full liquor license application for Augustine and Providence Villas located at 1039 Surf Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11224. I believe you can. Okay. So we have an application. We have an application submitted to community board. It's a new application for a full liquor license. Okay, if you look at the application, live music, security method of operation, live music, security personnel, patio or decks and sidewalk cafe. So is it existing patio there? And what do you mean by sidewalk cafe? Okay, you put in your application patio or desk and sidewalk cafe. So you're gonna have both or.
Yeah, they changing
so-
that. They're going to be.
So you are planning to apply?
The DLT, they're gonna put the DLT.
Okay, they're both DOT. So are you planning to apply for a space on sidewalk or on the road? Okay. Okay. Because they're two, they're two different okay, I understand. That's why I'm asking. Okay, thank you. So now it's clear. I'm looking at the application. Okay. And now we'll go to situation because I do have
Right here.
a few questions. It's here. It says that you would like to be open from 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week, correct? Okay. It's Latin food, which I believe really needed in this area. It's, I don't know where to buy good food. You have in your stipulation this full food service until 2 hours before closing. You don't have to do it. It should be, you can do it, just put 1. Okay. If you put 2, because of the, business purposes, like the way your kitchen gonna be set up and on, you can do it. But by law, you can put 1. I will close all doors and windows by 11 and 1.
Last week, the Labor Department.
I have to tell you that you have to close windows at 10 and doors at 10. Not meaning you close your doors and you do not let anybody in, meaning it should be closed for not listen, for not to be noisy outside. Also, I have a question. You said live music, you said, entertainment. Are you planning to be the same live music outside?
No, the live music will be indoors.
Indoors, okay. Okay. So let's go back to something that we usually deal this committee. I'm talking about hours of operation. There are people coming to this committee, applying for licenses, and especially for new establishments. And we wish everyone great business. But you don't have to. But you're coming to community, and I believe it's your community, okay? Community, you're coming to community, and you want to be a good neighbor, and we would like to be your great customers, okay? So usually, when it comes to hours of operation, usually we come to conclusion and agreement with all applicants. You can keep 4 o'clock Friday and Saturday, but all other days, it should be 2, 1, because that's how the entire strip works, okay? The entire strip works. Again, I have no clue about business operation, but probably during the summer, you might have 1 or 2 extra customers, okay? But you're not opening seasonal establishment. You're opening, year-round establishment. And if you talk to anybody who has a business, not having customers from 2 in the morning until 4 in the morning, but paying your employees and paying electricity, gas, and on and on. Also, again, it's a kind of unified, accepted by everybody custom in the street. Saturday, Friday and Saturday, 4 o'clock is fine because people party, and all other days, 1 or 2. What would you say?
We don't give them. What about it doing is 2 a.m.?
2 a.m.
What, 2 a.m. Weekend. And some,
What about
Hannah?
on holidays? Let's say like Wednesday, 'cause next Wednesday is Thanksgiving Eve, which is usually one of the busiest days for restaurants and bars.
But you're not gonna be open
No, I
next
know, but
next Wednesday,
I'll
okay?
be next year, I will be. By next year, and maybe whatever holidays are coming up, 4th of July, I don't know what day 4th of July falls on. I don't know if it's during the week or on the weekend. We're totally fine and also totally agree on Sunday to Thursday, closing by 2. But most cases are done, there's a holiday. On the weekend, I understand, like I said, I understand totally what they're saying, but there's days that don't fall.
Okay. I would, if you don't mind, I'll tell you what I said before to many, many applicants. We are in community board, representing community, meaning we are representing you as well, okay? If you have a special event, it's not necessarily a holiday. If you have a special event and you know about your special event in advance, or it fall, let's say you have special pre-Thanksgiving dinner, or you have special Christmas night, or whatever, just let us know. I mean, again, if some people might be willing to abuse
Yeah.
the opportunity, let us know.
Yeah.
I hope you're not gonna do it.
Like you said, I'm
Oh, yeah.
I'm here 52 years. I'm 52 years old. So this is my community, so
Yeah.
I've seen how things go here, and we've looking to open up a business that we always wanted to do. So we're not here to try to abuse it, but we also know how business is here. So during the summer, you got to try to You gotta try to make as much money you can on summer.
Absolutely, to cover your living during the winter, I understand. But believe me, during weekdays, those 2 hours gonna add to your expenses, not to your profit on weekdays,
Yeah,
okay?
no, I understand that totally.
Okay, any questions?
Right. Can I just ask one, the exact location of 1039, where is it?
It's, let's see,
You're
two
not
gates
doing
down from
this
the
and
island.
this.
Okay, okay,
Like right across the, it's right in front.
okay.
No, this side. No.
You wanna change?
You know, like, right next, where the window towards the. Yeah.
You're still building out.
I think you should.
Oh, oh.
Uh,
I have a question. No, I'm not gonna add to that. I'm gonna leave that to you. Cover fee events, will you be having events that you'll be charging fees for people to come in?
The only time I will plan on doing that, like I've always done, has been at a fundraising event, like I've done for the Little League out here.
Mm-hmm. And I see you have 10 PM security. On those special days, would you have security earlier? 9 PM on those special event days? Will you be able to accommodate us to have it at 9 PM an hour earlier
Yeah.
into closing, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead,
okay. I just look at my phone. Actually, I did lie to you a little bit. Extra hour, I lied to you. Because strip is open until 2 o'clock in the morning. This is what we just approved for Red Door, which is downstairs, and for other establishments. So if we can go,
I don't have a problem 2-3. You
uh,
wanna do 2-3?
yeah, 2-3, to
Mhm.
3 o'clock.
2 AM on the weekdays and 3 AM on the weekends.
I have, a question.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why is that? You know, because sometimes if the park closes at 1:30, 1:30, and I'm outside the park hoping to get some of that residue traffic going home, they're coming in for me to tell them, okay, time to go. So we're kind of will be leaving money at the door.
But if
there's a
you,
concert over here and they're coming out late and they're walking this way, you're telling me I have to tell them, by the time you come in, it's time to go.
you just answered your own question, sir. The park closes at 1 AM. That is the reasoning we give people the extra hour. We're giving you an extra hour to 3 AM.
extra
We're giving
2
you
hours,
2.
we are giving you extra 2 hours.
No, you said the strip is 2 AM, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we're not giving you that.
We
We're
are not giving
2
you
AM on the
2, are we
weekdays
giving
and
you
3
2
AM on the
AM on the
weekends.
weekdays and 3 AM on the weekend? 3. Because, look,
The strip is 2 in the weekend.
most of establishments until 2 o'clock. If we are talking about bar, for example,
Mhm.
when people come to the bar, it does not require a kitchen to prepare food, okay? We understand your situation. You have to prepare food. So it takes not 10 minutes to serve the drink, it takes more time so that's why we are giving you extra hour.
Okay.
Okay? So, anybody question? Okay.
Yeah, but they need sticks and they can,
Huh?
if they want us, they can fill the sticks now. if they want.
Okay. You can fix it right now. Okay, you can fix it right now.
You want me to go
Change
ahead?
it to 3?
Huh?
You want us to change it to 3?
I want you to change it.
Here, this is new one.
Yeah, I have a new one. Or they can come and initial there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just changing the mission.
Just changing it.
to 3 and
Makes
2.
it- Makes
That's
it
it.
legal.
Make it legal.
You're changing number 4. Here's what you're doing. You're doing 2 AM excuse me, you're doing 2 AM to 3 AM, right? And then number 4, the cover fee, you're writing yes on that, right, Yelena?
Mm-hmm.
And then closing the doors is at 9 PM. I mean, no, not closing, excuse me, yeah. 10 PM closing, right? The windows
Yeah.
and doors. And then 9 PM if they have security. So as I said, if you want, they could do a new one and I notarize it. It's up to you.
That's the stamp.
Yeah, so if they want to do a fresh one, it's up to them.
Oh, I have my stamp too,
And
if you don't
and
want to notarize it.
I prefer a brand new form.
Huh?
I prefer.
No, I said if you don't want to notarize it because you're the chair, I'll.
People making changes.
Huh?
Yelena, we're asking, so can you tell her that you want a brand new form?
Yeah, because I want, correct?
Yeah,
So
tell.
to be clean.
Let them fill out a brand new one, we'll notarize it here. Now, while they do that, we can do the vote. So, but as soon as Elena's finished doing this.
Doesn't pay for it.
We want to do the motion while she's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Motion to approve with the amendment stipulations.
Yeah, well, children.
You can do it.
Call. I call a motion to approve the application with, amended stipulations for, Augustine and Providence Wilds.
Can she get a second? Okay, we have a second. Adita.
Adita seconded?
Yes. We voted with the amendment stipulation.
Yes.
Okay.
Lena Mackin.
Yes. Yes.
Sonia said,
Yes.
not O'Brien.
Yes.
Jeff Sano.
Yes.
Edita Bolivar.
Yeah.
Okay, unanimous, six.
Recused. I can vote. I can't, I'm not part of quorum. I vote.
Okay, so Lucy will get the date.
Recused.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We have one more application for wine, beer and cider license application for GZA Enterprise Corporation, GBA Sharma Factory located Torrey 86, Brighton 2nd Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11235. That's the same company, that's the same application we had last time, but I believe they were not able to make it.
They're not here.
Yeah, they're here. Can you?
We're good.
Okay, full food menu. Okay, number 11. Okay, you check. None. Recorded music. First floor.
No, we need that.
Okay. Hours of operation, Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. Small eating and takeout. Soundproof none. No, it's a really tiny place. 9 p.m. No dormant. I have a question. You said you are not applying for any outdoor space? So you're not putting even one table outside? No, you cannot do it. So you are applying or you are not applying? So you cannot put a table outside?
It is in your best interest to apply to DOT.
No, I
No?
mean, no.
No?
Since, okay, why? I'll explain why. Because after COVID, DOT gave everybody those space for free. Okay? Now they have to pay application fee, this fee, and this fee. So one table doesn't make any sense. I know the premises. You cannot put more than one table. Okay. I know. So actually, again,
Today.
by law, you cannot do it. They cannot apply. I mean, it's gonna cost them more than they make
One
out.
table.
Huh?
Yeah, it's gonna cost them more in fees,
They,
and they're gonna get.
they're gonna
revenue
cost
from
them
one
more in
table.
fees, than they can get money from this one table, okay? Okay, even if you put
Especially,
one table, you have to make sure nobody's drinking
I
outside,
could just write a word, especially.
because
especially
outside
that.
area is not licensed. Also, it's a very tiny space, very tiny. I don't know if you can put more than 2 tables there inside. No. Okay, you're applying for beer, wine, and cider. It's gonna be to go as well? Okay,
Yes.
understood. Any questions? I'm your neighbor, I will check.
Yeah.
Actually, I check how do I know it's a tiny place. It used to be very rich now, but it was much more tables. So when I saw the application, I went there and they were doing renovation and I looked through like a spy. It's colorful. I saw it. It's colorful. It's a lot of yellow. It's Georgian flag. Yeah, I saw it. Is it the same company you have space on Kings Highway?
Yes.
To the court meetings, let them know what the procedure is after.
So they done, yeah?
But they don't know what happens next, then.
Okay, what happened next?
Sorry to
We
interrupt
voted. We're gonna have a board meeting. Full board will vote for your application, okay? You don't have to come.
The 29th.
Yeah, you don't have to come. And after the voting, we will send a letter to State Liquor Authority. Okay?
With the full board's decision.
Yeah, with the full board, after the vote, with the full board decision.
That's, I know they gave them a copy.
Yeah, Hanachka, can you make a copy and give them? So thank you very much. So when you finish your renovation, I'm requesting the menu first.
See you. I'll deliver it to you next board meeting.
Okay,
Can't take any donations, thank you.
Pending?
No, but we can't take donations. But we appreciate
but
that.
I can take menu.
Yeah.
Your donation, I'll let you pay me.
Thank you very
Well, you
much.
know I'll be there.
Okay, that's why you recuse. Okay, so again, we have an application from Sharma Factory. I hope they're gonna do in Brighton as well as they're doing pretty well on Kings Highway, I believe. Okay. Huh? On Kings Highway.
No.
Brighton? Yeah, it's a big Georgian community now. It's a lot of.
They may, every person out.
Wow.
Okay, and it's a lie. You have to, maybe if you have more than 100 customers a day, maybe you have to employ security to manage this crowd. Okay. So I'm gonna stop by for Georgian lesson because I remember only 10 words. Okay, any questions? Not from the committee. Yes.
I was talking to the gentleman, so I don't remember I didn't hear what you said about why not applying for a cafe.
Because it doesn't make sense for them. The DOT, let's say city, DOT takes money now.
Yeah.
And they have only one table, maybe during the summer. twice a week. It's gonna they're not gonna make this money.
And that sidewalk is wide enough for one table? That it won't just, I don't know, I'm just
No,
saying, I
it's
don't want
fine.
someone later on
No.
to say to him,
Nobody will complain if they have one table. If they
Okay.
have more than one table, I would be the first one to come inside and say, please,
okay,
okay, take it away,
okay,
okay?
I'm good.
Because again, if we are talking about after COVID era, I would say apply. It doesn't want to cost you a dime. But now it's 2 years application fee regardless of the size. It's $1,500.
Oh, okay.
Oops. Okay, there is a motion to approve application for for JZ Enterprise Corp. Anybody second?
Second.
Okay,
Elena Mackin,
yes.
Olga Ford,
Yes.
Sandy Sinka,
Yes.
Matt O'Brien,
Yes.
Jeff Sano,
Yes.
Edith Volovodovskaya,
Yes.
Lucy Diaz.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We are going to have a full board meeting on November 29th. Full board will vote for your application. And regarding of the result, we will send the letter to State Liquor Authority.
Thank you.
Didi Madlova.
Yep.
Yes, I just.
Thank you very much.
The alterations on
Okay. We have alteration for Aramark Sport and Entertainment Services LLC located on 1904 Surf Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11224. They are on Zoom. Hello.
Yes. Good evening, members.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak here tonight. My name is Mastin Sansom. I'm the attorney for the applicant. I'm joined here by Drew Ravella, who's also on here. He is the general manager of the location. We are seeking an alteration application, as you said, and this is located at the stadium there for the Brooklyn Cyclones. And what we're looking to do is surrender there are 24 licenses there right now. As you could imagine, in a stadium, lots of different concession areas, if you will. And we're looking to surrender one beer, wine, and spirits license, replace one beer-only license with a beer, wine, and spirits license, and then add one seasonal bar license as well. So, I'm sorry, I misspoke. We're looking to surrender 2 beer, wine, and spirits licenses. So really the net result here is the reduction in licenses by 1 and the conversion of 1 license to beer, wine, and spirits. So that's the intent of, that's what the alteration application would do.
And everything else stays the same, correct?
That's correct.
The method of operation and on and on. My fault, I did not review a previous license, but it looks like it stayed the same, correct? Correct, okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Again, it's part of the overall stadium, so.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
No questions?
No questions.
Motion, no?
Motion to accept the applicant,
To approve,
to approve the applicant's license for the
alteration,
alterations.
second,
Wonderful.
Elena
Thank you,
Mackin,
members.
yes.
Thank you very much.
Olga Ford,
Yes.
Sandy Sinka,
Yes.
Matt O'Brien,
Yes.
Jeff Sano,
Yes.
Edita,
Yes.
Lucy Diaz.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us. We would have a full board meeting on November 29. The full board will vote on your application. and per votes taken, we will send the letter, the office will send the letter to New York State Liquor Authority. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, you look like a lawyer, yes. Okay, so we are done with liquor.
Now we're going to.
Now we're going, now we are,
That was good.
yeah. We are done with liquor. So how many applicants we have present? We have one, I believe, for 1223 Surf Avenue, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, who else do we have? Okay, we have one for
We
15
have
to,
1511. And we have 20 people proxy on Zoom. And we have 1019 Surf Avenue. And
boy, wait, so I'm not lucky. I thought we have very few and we're gonna go home. Okay. Okay. So let's start according to agenda. New adult use retail dispensary license application for Green Plant Source Inc. 1223 Surf Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11224. Okay. Mr. Oisman?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get there. So
Okay.
that's why we need to do the steps.
Huh?
So that's why we're gonna go, that's why we need to do that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't do it. Oh, they don't have to do steps.
Do you have any business in the area? Okay, what kind of business, if I may ask?
1993 still 11.
That's why you use it as a mailing address.
Yes. And the second business is my body shop, Sunrise, 2559 still 11.
Okay.
Saved for 30 years.
Good.
Got the jersey, not the ball.
Mazel tov.
Thank
Okay. I believe committee members will have questions.
I have basic questions. Hours of operation?
We're planning to be fully compliant with the state's mandates on the hours of operations for dispensaries.
Which is?
And the city. They're not, what is it? 8 AM to 2 PM.
8 AM.
8 AM. to
I just
8.
wanted to know if you knew, because I knew. Okay.
That's right.
Will you be open 8 AM to 2 AM? Just because they give it to you don't mean you have to be open those hours.
Most likely will be open from 12 to 2 AM.
7 days? THC levels, what are you gonna be selling?
Whatever the state mandates us to sell, that's what we're gonna be selling.
No, I'm asking you what level you're selling. They're telling you can sell from level, from 1 to up. What are you selling? There's different type of levels
Here's what's up, limits.
of THC. So what are you?
There's flour,
Mhm.
there's edibles, and there's oils. Not concentrate, so we're going to sell.
Okay, I'll get back to that. Are you gonna have any special events?
Ask about sending. And they're sending application.
You can.
No, you wanted to ask.
I could.
I got a question.
Uh,
Where do you get your inventory from?
State supplied us with state approved suppliers. We're gonna have to buy from them, from the state approved suppliers. For now, we don't get no inventory because we're not operational until we're fully licensed.
So did you receive your
I'm sorry,
did you receive your provisional license?
no, no.
So when are you sending your application? It's a
Everything.
deadline 17 or deadline 18?
17.
In November
December,
or December?
November, I'm sorry, on November.
So the license is sent in, but you guys called us in for.
No, I understand. So if your deadline is 17, so you should have, I'm not even asking about lease, but you should have some kind of agreement with the landlord.
Right now, the lease is going between our lawyers, just, figure out all the.
Okay, the reason I'm asking, because we had an applicant and he put address, not only those premises were occupied, but landlord said he has no intention to,
The directed contact. Essentially. With the space, fully licensed dispensary, and there's nothing gonna be sold there until it's a fully licensed dispensary.
who is the landlord, if I may ask?
Then I would have to pull up the. One second on the room. Oh, Fox 18 Realty LLC, that's the landlord.
Okay.
Nathan.
Second. Yeah.
And that's for levels as percentage.
Okay, that's the same. Okay, that's the same realty that owns entire block, if I'm not mistaken, because I just saw the same name of the realty for the previous license we discussed application, okay? So I'm not sure about the procedure, if you have to notify businesses, or landlord has to notify businesses about opening adult dispensary next to eateries, restaurants, and children places, and but whatever. What is the square footage? Any other questions?
I got one other question.
Sure.
Your employees that are gonna be doing the selling, are they licensed themselves? Have to be licensed?
Well, they don't have to be licensed, but we are in the talks with a management company that been working with dispensaries in other states, supplying them with workforce. And we're planning to hire through the management company, people that already been in this industry and know how to tend to customers.
And they understand when a customer comes in,
Yeah,
what their needs are?
they understand the industry, the product, so they'll be able to explain to the customer.
No, I don't want to. Any other questions?
Yeah, she's got a hand.
Sure.
So I stand corrected. I had someone text me with the THC. I'm not saying level percentage. So they said 10% is the lowest. So you're going from 10% to 100%? What is?
See, the problem is there is no 100% THC.
Well, okay,
So
so
it's gonna be from, flower is gonna be anywhere from 10% to 30%. If it's concentrated, it's gonna be the obviously. the-
okay, so I guess to simplify my question, you'll be selling the highest level of
From lowest
percentage.
to- Well, from lowest to highest, we're gonna have everything across the board.
All right, so you're gonna go to the highest.
Yes,
You're not gonna stop at 10%. Okay, I guess, so to clarify my question then.
yes.
All right, so you're going to the top guy. And whoever wants to buy the 10%, well, I'm joking, but if I, wanna go and buy the 10%, fine, if not, but you're gonna offer, and are you gonna put the highest ones in front, or you're gonna?
Everything's gonna be open where, if the customer that wants to try marijuana for the first time, obviously, our staff is not gonna try to sell the highest THC level where it's not.
The first time user. Yeah.
It's money.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell, hey, you're gonna sell it for $50.
Mhm.
10, I'm gonna sell you something that's 50. What am I dumb? It's a business. It's a business. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
we have one more question.
I have a question. Everybody knows that this is a cash business and that these businesses are getting hit left and right. Will you be having added security?
Of course, from open to close. There's gonna be a security guard, armed security guard, and the front check and ADs. I'm planning to hire open in my.
A detail.
Yes. On top of that, on the closed hours, planning to do is hire a third-party security agency just to pass by the store once an hour, twice an hour, just to pass by to make sure that everything is safe and secure.
Okay, before we vote, because I believe you're gonna get something from us, tomorrow. When we discuss liquor license applications, we have this form like stipulation form. And, this form was designed, to put all possible questions in writing. Because in your application, you don't have hours of something about security. Okay. What we are going to do, it's not going to be the real stipulation form because it was not discussed yet. We would send you some questions if you don't mind to answer. Okay, thank you very much.
Similar to the stipulation.
Yes, similar to stipulation. It doesn't have to be notarized, but it's not about only new business. For example, this is what I was trying to explain to people applying for liquor licenses. We are using it as references. Okay, only today we have 4 or 5 different applicants. How do you want me to remember who is who and look for the minutes? So it's a reference document which we're gonna use, and it would be helpful to you. In case we are all human beings, we might have memory loss. So. Okay.
I have one.
Sure.
There's so much competition with the dispensaries in a small part of Coney Island. How do you guys plan to like?
Most of the dispensaries are unlicensed. What we're planning, hoping for the NYPD to do.
It has nothing to do with NYPD.
Let him finish.
OCM, I'm sorry, it's OCM, but at the end of the day, it's NYPD.
Yeah.
No.
Sheriff Department.
Sheriff.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
That close down the unlicensed and unregulated stores that don't pay the fees, that don't pay the taxes, that don't have the security.
That's only the sheriff.
Enforcement, he doesn't.
You're not planning on reporting license.
Even if you report them, they're not gonna do anything. We reported them and they didn't do anything. Before you vote, I have something, you're gonna vote, you're gonna make a motion? Yes, Pat.
That's right. Security is not gonna be stationed and planted in front of.
No provision.
Yes, but you gotta leave the inventory here,
Why? So it's kind of blocked there now.
There's a question, Mark?
We're not finished with the questions on the table. He has to wait. Before we go to the screen, I apologize.
Yeah.
But I have a question. There's no.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? Go ahead for the question because I have more of a comment than a question. Go ahead.
Is this inside the train station? Is that where this location is?
No, it's to the side of the train station. It's not the.
It's where the cinnamon place used to be, Auntie Anne's.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
Oh.
Lucy, you have a comment?
I have a comment for the committee's members. There was an application that came before us, I would say 2 or 3 months ago. That was our first application 2 or 3 months ago, maybe a little longer during the summer. Okay, during the summer. And we denied that application. And there were reasonings why we denied it. A couple of the reasons was school buses, school trips, the kids being dropped off at the location too close to the train station. So I remind each and every one of you to be very mindful that this is 2 or 3 steps away from that same location that was being previously given to us or requested by us, excuse me, in the summer. I, for one, do not like the location because of the same reasoning. I, for one, will be saying no to this location, but I just want to refresh your memories that if you spoke on issues and concerns that there's school buses parking there, the kids go across the street, you had concerns people coming out of the bus station, you had concerns that there's bars and it would trigger into there, just refreshing people's memories. So you vote as you please, but I, for one, am going to vote it down for those reasons.
Which address are you referring to?
1223 Surf Avenue.
And is there any law against putting one there because of the?
No, not at all.
This is
And just so you know, we have another application down the block coming after we finish with him.
But the one that you're referring to is green plan.
Correct. Yes. And Hannah, can you refresh my memory? Do you recall where the other one was actually located? But I know it was in that same block, or we don't remember. I think it was right in the train station,
I
right?
think it's the same address.
It's the same address. Oh, even,
Exactly same address.
oh, look at that. So there you go. If you deny one. Okay, thank you. No, she Elaine already told me,
Yeah.
or told us.
You?
Don't disclose other people's information, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody wants to make a motion? No, okay,
Accept the application?
yeah.
Need a motion?
Heather Brian?
Second?
Yeah, I second.
Okay. Yelena Macklin,
No.
Olga Ford,
No.
Sonia Sabas,
No.
Pat O'Brien,
Yes.
Jeffrey Sano,
No.
Evita,
Abstain.
Lucy,
No. For the same reasons that I mentioned. Nothing personal.
And we're still gonna bring it to
Yeah, you still
full
have.
board. Okay. Committee voted, but on November 29th, we would have a full board meeting and full board will vote on your application. After that, the opinion, that's how OCM call it, opinion would be of Community Board 13 would be sent to OCM. Yeah, you're very welcome to come to the full board if you want to present your case. Okay, next one, Mr. Okay. I know how to say Russian, Hayit. I don't know how they pronounce it in English, Hey, okay.
What address, ma'am?
1525 Neptune Avenue. 1525 Neptune Avenue, Case Management, Inc. So you live in Staten Island, correct? Okay,
It's the living book in about 15 minutes.
it's okay, okay. When are you sending your application, 17, 18? Tomorrow. So if you are sending tomorrow, I'm asking you the same question. What is, do you have an agreement, lease, or a letter of intent from your landlord?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
It's on the list.
You have a list?
Yeah.
You have a lease already? So what is the square footage of the property?
25. With the parking lot. Parking lot, yeah, big spot, it's got, I would say, can easily fit.
So you have a parking lot and you have premises.
Yeah.
So I believe me, I know what you do. It's not occupied right now, correct? Okay. Okay,
So you're building
Yeah,
on
I
the
know.
parking lot? Are they?
building and parking lot.
I don't see a building.
It's a building.
It's a building.
How long is the
That's
lease
the
for?
gate that you signed. 5 years?
Okay. So, I mean, Madam Chair can ask you the same question about
Yeah,
the
I forgot my list. Hold on. Hours of operation.
hours of operation.
Again. They,
Not said you.
no, probably, I think 11 to 11 AM and to 2 AM.
Everybody wants to smoke.
Yeah, everybody wanna, everybody wanna drink until 4 o'clock in the morning. But before they wanna smoke, but before they wanna smoke until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Getting old. Special events. Any special parties going on?
Yes, instead, no.
Any parties, any special events are you planning to have?
And again.
Not smoke for all in the parking lot?
Smoke.
Yeah.
Okay,
In-
I'll join you with my parliament.
You know, I'm not even gonna ask this question because OCM is gonna look into it for 200 feet of a school, worship and five.
No, this one I checked.
They're gonna,
Yeah,
well, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
OCM is gonna check it before they do. Okay, since I'm educating myself, let's try this again. The THC level, you're gonna go from 10% to 200. You do?
Same problem. Liquor store, they sell it one up to.
Well, they do, but they give me the cheap stuff every time I go. That's why I only buy beer because you gotta take the capital. Okay.
Security?
All hours of operation, so it's cameras, so perimeter building, parking lot, inside, probably, not probably, I'm sure it's gonna be retired or police officer, somebody from law enforcement who can, got a license, so it's gonna be armed. But it's gonna be signed, so they'll all signs, everything we have, the surveillance. I've been ordered 24/7.
You see, you can have extra business. If everything is recorded, you can produce movies. Sometimes comedies, I believe. Okay. Any questions?
What kind of marketing are you gonna use for that location? Like Facebook, flyer, newspaper?
So, social media. I mean, it is gonna be probably, in my feeling. Brooklyn, everybody knows everybody.
Word of mouth.
No, I believe your advertisement is regulated by OCM as well. Something you can put out, something you cannot put out. Huh?
Do some advertising, social media. My other business. I mean, it's
I did not know.
social media, it's reachable for under age, so. So we're gonna comply with the state.
Sure.
Okay.
Where's the company name, Case Management Company?
Yes.
I live in case.
Case, yeah.
Конечно. Relate.
Yeah. You think?
Absolutely.
Okay. There was also 1511, number two.
No, it's different guy.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Anybody?
I don't have a question, but when, Lucy made her statement before, was that before or after the nomination of the vote?
I mean, before, because I want to say something, but I don't know if I have to do it before you make the motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to do it before.
Yes.
Do it now.
Do it
Yeah,
now.
all right. So only because I didn't see that one coming. There are so many of these crappy places all over the damn neighborhood. These guys are doing everything by the book, doing everything logically. I never smoked pot once in my whole life.
You're missing out.
You know what you but these guys, yeah, well, maybe I'm saying.
Maybe it's not.
That's 10%.
Yeah, so you know, unless you find something, I'm just inclined to vote yes, because I want more of the legal people around. So I just wanted to share that.
Okay.
We all want legal people, okay? We spoke to Office of Cannabis Management number of times. We had a meeting, we held some kind of Zoom training, on and on. They keep changing their rules, okay? Honestly, I feel bad for those people who are not only, going through application process and opening any kind of legal business costs money, okay? And I believe they should be the first one and loudest one to tell Office of Cannabis Management to enforce finally, because if you read press and what I read day before yesterday, and I was shocked, and I read the same article last week, and not the same, but similar article last week and from different source, that Office of Cannabis Management putting some hold on enforcement from sheriff office because now each and every one from city and state has great excuse, budget cuts, okay? So I do feel bad for those guys because when people are, it seems like the liquor. Some people are buying just wine or vodka, any kind of wine or any kind of vodka to get drunk. And some people enjoying good wine and good whiskey and good vodka and good brandy and on and on. I feel bad for them. But there are some locations. I agree with Lucy. Because when they put rule 500 feet from school and 300 feet from house of worship, and when we ask them about number of charter schools, for example, that do not occupy the whole building and occupied 1 or 2 floors, they said it doesn't count. Or daycares and on and on. So it's not about those guys. It's about location. Okay? This is, we call Coney Island family. It's a people's playground. I'm not sure. I want my grandchildren to see cannabis shop. When their school takes them to trip, it's all about location. And it's all about, and they have to be the first ones. I understand they don't want to buy the hand that might give them bread and butter and license. But Office of Cannabis Management, they're killing legal business by not enforcing illegal. That's what I want to say. So it's not about them. We don't want them. It's about location. It's about some other issues. Okay, any motion?
Motion to approve.
Second. I'm the last one this time. Start from there.
Olga Ford.
From the end.
I'm sorry. So Lucy,
Yes.
yes.
Next one.
June 25.
She said yes.
Edita,
Abstain.
Jeff Sano,
I'm gonna abstain on this one.
Pat O'Brien,
Yes, doesn't abstain mean no?
Well, fine, literally, yeah.
Sanji Seika, Olga Ford,
Abstain.
Elena Mackin,
Yes.
Nine people. No, I'm saying there's only like 5 people here. She
Okay,
can't.
so it's 3 in favor, 3 abstentions, and 1 opposed.
Motion doesn't carry.
Okay, motion doesn't carry, but still it's gonna be brought to full community board on November 29th. The full board will vote and based on community board decision, our opinion would be sent to Office of Cannabis Management. Thank you very much. You also will get an email from us, from the office with certain questions. We will put it together tomorrow morning and please answer. Thank you very much. Okay, we have next one. I really don't know how it's possible at the same block, but we have next one. NSH LLC. 1511 Neptune Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11235. Okay, wait a minute. You gotta refresh my memory. We had an application for the same location from somebody else.
The option to the board is about the location. So the last time you asked for approval, right? From the state. This is the approval from the state.
It's not an approval. I remember, wait a minute. You did not answer my question.
Yeah.
It was somebody who came to our meeting 2 months ago, I believe. And for whatever reason, we couldn't vote, okay? And it's me. It was completely different name of the company and different name of the principal for the same location.
Okay, so right now, we have this company.
This is in one to you have to go and walk up the blind, you get high again.
You are owner of the,
But I don't care, it's all the truck.
okay? So you are opening, wait, you're the owner of 1511 Neptune Avenue building, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, so, and you are applying for the license? Or who is applying for the license?
My company.
Okay, what about this company? Okay. It doesn't matter which company, we received, wait a minute. No, it wasn't you, I would not ask you a question. It wasn't you, it was different name of the company and different name of the principal. Somebody came to apply for the same location. We did not ask for a state approval because we were told that state approve it, okay? So we said, if state approve it, please send us a document, okay? So actually document we received, it was not state approval, it's conditional if, so it's not approved. It says if you're gonna do so and so, if it's gonna be so and so, it will be approved. So that's not a state approval. So my question is, how many applications we have for one location?
So right now, we discuss my application. On the company and.
Okay.
When did it apply is the big question, because then we'll know if the lease is there or not. Go ahead. I guess that's the first question, Yelena. Is the app-
This one from July. The previous
Okay.
one from July,
Well,
okay?
cuz, let's
When
talk-
did you apply, when are you sending your application? Huh?
I discuss, and as we here to discuss the approval of the location.
No, okay, fine.
Alright? Yes. So this.
We are here to discuss the opinion of community board, okay?
You want to see the owner. I am the owner of the location.
Never said it.
Yes, and this is the,
Leave
this
it.
is the approval state that the location is approved. I'm the owner, so you don't need the lease. Nobody need the lease. I'm the owner. And this is the approval from the state.
Can I
If you
see?
need a copy, you can see. I know. That's when you.
Are we holding you guys up or you're just
So she's
entertained?
the owner and the applicant?
Oh.
So she's the owner and the applicant, right? Two in one?
That's what she's saying. I hear her. That's what I'm hearing.
Educational.
Mhm.
Allocation is not approved, okay? Okay, it says location approval, okay,
That's approved.
no, I'm sorry,
Yes.
I'll explain to you later, okay. It's not approved.
It's not.
This email has, has two different parts, okay? It says location approval, not approved, approval. It's a process, approval, okay? After approval, it says, upon preliminary review, the New York State Office of Cannabis Management deems the following location provided by the applicant to be compliant with cannabis law regarding distances from school, grounds and houses of worship, municipal out, blah, 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 blah. It's not approved location, it's approved by address, but it's not.
Approved by others, right? It's approved by others.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
let's
not-
move on.
Let's move on, okay.
Let's move on. This is ours, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, let's move on. You keep that in the folder, but approval and approved is two different words. That's what you're saying. Okay. Go ahead.
any questions? I mean, that's the same block as the previous location.
She has a license. I mean, she's the owner and she's the applicant for this location.
Yes, that's,
Okay, same questions, ma'am. Let me go through my list. Hours of operation.
Probably the hours of operation will be from the top.
I can't hear them. 12 to 2 in the morning.
Rules and Regulation for the state of New York. Okay, when the documents. When everything be approved. So then we're going to,
I know.
Oh, so obviously she does.
Sorry, ma'am. Operation, this is English, everything should be on track, you know, not before we, receiving the document.
I'm just asking you, what hours are you gonna operate your business?
Probably 12 to 8.
Okay, so you're not going for 2 AM?
No, you're not.
Oh, look at you. Good. Thank you. Okay, what was my other list?
The level,
The level? What percentage? 10%, 100%, 20%?
Same answer.
Okay,
The percentage
we're getting-
will be according to law and regulations of the United
So you're going high, okay,
States.
we're going high.
And we're going to work with the legal distributor.
Okay.
you should. Security.
Security.
Same thing, security will be, with the. Actually, we have several, companies who provide securities, we just, in level of discussion and the level of search. So, the security will be, there is. Before the people go to the, store itself,
Hey.
there is,
Okay.
the room.
Mhm.
It's gonna be security.
Please
We're
do.
going to check everything, the license, their IDs, and. All these.
It's a type of whatever, they're gonna,
They're gonna catch it.
and the zip code is wrong, I believe,
I'm not worried about that.
okay? So they have to fix it anyway.
Those are my basic questions, ma'am. Thank you. I mean,
Okay,
any special events, any events you're gonna have, getting high parties?
Events, no.
Yeah.
Events.
No events, okay.
okay. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. When I checked before, 2 months ago, it's a 2-story building, correct? With the 2-story building with commercial downstairs and residential upstairs. Do you still have residents?
So it's under renovation right now. It's a little store on the first floor. And, the second floor, it's gonna be open.
Yeah.
I saw it.
It's an apartment building upstairs.
Yeah, I went
It's an
there.
apartment building, so you're gonna now not rent that place
It's
out?
not apartment building.
Huh?
It's not apartment building.
We're looking at it on Google. Is this not the building?
It's not apartment.
Since when?
See,
Oh, okay, so you're using it as office space now? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, it looks like an apartment. Okay. Can't disagree, because I'm not inside, so I can't tell yes or no.
So you're the new owner of the building?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody wants a motion?
I have one question.
Sure.
Are you gonna be, retelling anything else or just?
no, only,
Yeah, all these sex toys eventually.
online.
No, I
I'm
didn't
not
say
talking
that.
about you.
I hear you.
No, ma'am,
I'm not
she
talking
said, would
about
they be
you.
selling anything else? And I said, and what I said, just so you can hear me louder, is not about you per
No,
se, but I
I
said that these stores are known to sell sex toys later on, but it wasn't just for you directly. So go ahead.
There you go.
So well, listen.
I'm just curious, that's it.
Depends what side what
Okay,
side
so
you look at.
She's not selling anything else. Can we make a motion?
No, you wanna,
She finished.
okay.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay, anyone?
I'll second.
Anybody?
Oh, yes.
question? Yeah, I forgot to ask.
Eddie will let us know. No scream.
Okay.
Thank you, Eddie.
Madam Chair, how would you like for me to read the names? Roll call.
Side. Forward. Forward, upside down.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Edita,
Abstain.
Jeff Sano,
No.
Pat O'Brien,
Yes.
Sanji Thapa,
No.
Elena Mackin,
No. All of them.
huh? Olga Ford,
No. Motion didn't carry, but we're still gonna have on November 29th, we are going to have full board meeting. You're welcome to come. Full board will vote, and based on the votes of full board, letter will be sent to Office of Cannabis Management.
Get a step.
Huh?
She'll get a stipulation.
It's not a step. You will get an email tomorrow with some questions we would like you to answer to keep in the file.
Our next board meeting is November 29th.
29th, yeah. Thank you. Next, I'm gonna have a heart attack in 5 minutes.
Ross, be here or they on the phone? On the screen.
Okay,
So. Can he make our life easier and just answer all the questions? He knows the question.
I'll try to. Good evening, everyone. So, some of you know me from the neighborhood. I do have a neighborhood shipping store on Cropsey Avenue at the location that we're applying for. It's One Stop Mail Drop. It's a neighborhood shipping store. It's right off Cropsey Avenue. Thank you. Love hearing that. We tried.
I like them. They always pack my stuff for free.
We won't move too far. If we get approved, we won't move too far. I could promise you that.
Yeah, I had a question about it. Is it inside the same store or where you guys actually in the back?
So I do have a 10-year lease for the storefront location, and the upstairs is available to us if allowed by New York State regulations to have it on the second floor. We would consider doing the dispensary upstairs and keeping the shipping store the way it is, if that's possible, of course. There's a lot of questions for us, for everybody in this room. I'm planning on going by the regulations and the research that I've been doing that's been coming up. To answer your THC level question, everything that I've been looking into is from 10% to 25% in New York State. With the edibles, it's 100 milligrams. Everything is going to be followed as protocol. There is companies that handle security that I have looked into already that specialize in dispensaries. To add more cameras, buzzers, security, safes, armed security to do the deposits. Everything has been looked into and will be looked into more.
Yeah, I wasn't asking what people are, what the regulations are. Well, I learned it today, 10%, 25%, but my question was, if it wasn't specific, what are you selling? So you're selling up to 25, whatever they give you the max.
New York State regulations would have, it would benefit for the neighborhood and it would benefit for the business to have everything. So from the minimum to the highest, of course.
And your hours of operation, sir, for me?
The hours of operation would be obviously, if approved, regulated. I would consider 10 to 9 p.m. I know the neighborhood good. We're open now 8 to 8. I think 10 to 9 would be a very good time for that neighborhood to have a dispensary there.
And because you're looking at a second floor, are you planning to have any weed parties? Any parties going on up there?
No parties. Promotion, sales for the neighborhood to take care of our neighborhood, but not parties. We don't want to disturb the residents or the other businesses.
Yeah, they're gonna keep
Sales
them
discounts.
Smoke one, buy two.
Good one.
Something like that, right?
I'll consider it.
Oh.
If it will be allowed, of course.
What's loud?
So what do you have any offer for Black Friday?
Let us get approved, God willing, and we will have everything.
Security, right?
Yeah, security.
He did that.
He did that, okay.
Yeah,
So
he
yes.
did.
I try to make it easier. I have
he
a
says he has-
10-year lease. I uploaded it to OCM as well.
Okay. So tomorrow, let me start from the end. Tomorrow we will get some questions from us. Actually similar to what Madam Chair asked you, please answer. I would like to make a motion. Any other
I
questions?
just have to make a comment. Not
Okay,
really
make a
motion, you know. Not forget out.
Anyone questions?
Mailing out orders, is it gonna mail out any orders?
I don't think anybody's asked this. When you make an application, do you have to put in any deposit to the state? When you make the application?
I had to, when I submitted the application on October 9th, I paid $1,000 to
So the
submit the application. Yes,
Okay, is it refundable or non-refundable if you don't get it?
it's non-refundable.
The city's got to spend it somehow.
Yeah, city gotta make money.
Yeah, sure.
City
City, it's,
About to have the signs because they'll beat them up.
okay, anybody wants to make a motion?
Well, just don't package them and sell them.
No.
I feel like his place. I mean, they're so good to me when I go there. Okay.
It makes my night and day hearing that. Thank you so much. We really try, and the employees do as well.
Okay, motion to approve? Anyone?
No, it's
No.
Sanji.
Who's gonna second?
Sanji was first. Sanji.
Second. Okay, Edita, been so nice.
Yes. Abstain. Wait.
Jeff Sal. I hear that.
No.
Pat O'Brien.
Yes.
Sanju Cephas.
Yeah.
Elena Mackin.
Yes.
Olga Ford.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, one more to go.
Okay, we have a meeting on November 29th, full board meeting. Full board will vote in your application and based on votes and decision made by full board, Letter will be sent to Office of Cannabis Management.
What was the
Thank you.
vote count?
Huh?
What was the vote count? She
Yeah,
didn't give
wasn't
it.
here.
It carried.
Yes, one no, one abstention.
I didn't hear you.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay. Last but not least, wait. Okay,
Go back to surveillance.
we're back to Surf Avenue.
Mhm.
CBJ Retail LLC. Kings County, the 1019 Surf Avenue, Brooklyn.
And where is this one?
Okay,
Next
Uh,
block from there.
it's IHOP or next to IHOP?
Next to I.
Okay, it's not occupied right now?
No, we own the building. It's a.
Got mimosas and.
We own the building. My boss is on the building.
Okay, so if you go on Google, I was looking for something else. It says 1019/1029 Surf Avenue.
Yes, we own all three locations, so
Okay,
we own ours and then the three gates.
okay, I understand.
That's why 1019 merges, for some reason it merges both of our. buildings.
That's why I asked. Okay. Lucy will ask her favorite questions.
Ay, Dios mío. Hours of operation, ma'am.
Afternoon to 10 p.m.
I'm sorry, so
12 to 10.
12 to 10. Security,
Security, we're well, we know the area very well. Like we hired security, so definitely security services. We're gonna know when.
so you're saying no, security.
Security.
Oh, yes to security, okay.
Definitely.
You're a cash business and they're getting hit like crazy.
Okay.
So you have to have security all the time.
Oh, okay, I thought she was going with a no.
Just because we know how everything is around there.
What are you selling, 10% to 25%?
I'm sure the max.
Okey-dokey. Any parties going on, any?
No.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm not even gonna ask about the 200 because OCM will get two people on that. Not gonna ask about that.
About what?
You know, this next to churches and all that. I'm not,
Okay, I mean, they're next to shortage, but they're still on the.
so I'm saying the OCM is gonna,
Yeah, they're still on Surf Avenue. They have the same concern for Surf Avenue.
well, you told me to ask the basic questions and then we can go from
No,
there.
because okay. Anybody, questions?
Anything from the applicant?
I'm sorry.
Anything from you that would have us convinced? Because obviously you've seen, we've turned down everything on Surf or heard, Nassim.
Oh, right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that's a family restaurant. Next to the bar that we just approved.
No, this
Yeah.
next.
It's not a bar, it's a
No,
restaurant.
I'm telling, she's
Yeah.
asking.
It's in between,
Yeah, she's asking and I'm saying.
between restaurants. It's across the street for school buses and many children and half a block away from, 1 block away from party place and from ice cream place and so this is when we talk about Surf Avenue, especially this part, this is what everything comes out. In this case, I would say the favorite real estate slogan, location.
That's why I said
It's
if there's
not-
anything that she wants to add to convince us, but.
Okay,
What if they agree to the storefront being more covered up than exposed to where it's more marketing, social media sales? You understand, instead of them posting like on the windows where it says, oh, this is this store, more private type stuff. I mean, it's just my ideas of maybe it could help approval to where it's not like, oh, there's a dispensary right here, not that exposed, it's more like you need to know the address, social media, marketing, stuff like that. Like I said, just an idea, because I understand what you're saying about, the location, but what if blackout windows, just ideas.
Again, I have no doubts that,
Business, but-
yeah, it's a business. I do know that when it comes to OCM, there are certain requirements for advertisement. You cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot put like A-frame outside with certain wording. I understand. Again, I don't want anybody to make any promises they're not able to fulfill, because business is business. Even though it's your building and you're not liable for rent, still it's utilities, payroll, and on and on and on and on and on and on. So when you say we're gonna cover our windows, don't say it. It might be, it might be an option. It might be an option, but when it comes to business and making money, like, I don't want anybody to put themselves in a position that we later would say they're lying to us, so. Okay. Any motion, any questions?
question.
Sure.
Do you have any other business ideas for the other lot? Instead of three, right?
Yeah, well, the people with the restaurant and bar,
Mm-hmm.
they're renting that. Yes.
And I believe this gentleman will rent from you too.
I just got one. It's like those from Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was joking, saying 200 here. Yes.
Any motion? Any motion?
Has to be a positive motion.
Motion to approve, application for adult use retail dispensary for CBJ Retail LLC.
You make the motion.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And Barry Brown will second.
No, sorry.
They have great do.
No.
No, she said no.
Not, don't take it personal, it's the location.
Edita,
Stan.
Jeff Sanoff,
No,
Pat O'Brien,
Yes.
Sanju Cephas,
No.
Elena Mackin,
No.
Olga Ford.
No.
You can come to the board meeting,
More no's.
say something she wants.
One yes.
Oh, we got new business.
Okay, on November 29th, we would have a full board meeting. You're very welcome to come to full board. Full board will vote on your application. You're very welcome to come and say something to the board to convince them to vote. After votes are taken based on community board votes, office will send a letter to Office of Cannabis Management with our opinion. Thank you very much.
And tomorrow they'll get.
And tomorrow, I mean, I believe she knows it by heart. She knows it by heart. Tomorrow you will get some questions from us for us to keep it in front. Thank you very much.
Okay. No, we're still got a meeting. We got old business, new business.
Any new business? Oh, no, old business. Anybody old business?
Me.
Okay, old, you have a new business.
It's new and old, right? Cause it's a little bit both.
What?
The steps.
Okay, do we need applicants to see?
No, he said he's entertained by us.
At this point, I think.
So when are we starting dancing soon?
So strip club,
So
where
what
is
kind-
up or down?
so what kind-
The strip club is downstairs.
The strip club next door.
It's downstairs.
We did not approve club, we approved liquor license.
And they sell hot dogs.
full menu,
In order to have a liquor license, they have to sell food and they sell hot dogs.
full menu.
That's what they told us anyway. I didn't hear you. Oh, no, in order for you to have a liquor license, you have to sell food and they sell hot dogs downstairs. That's what they told us when they came to the meeting.
Yeah, I'm the GM at
You look familiar to me.
You too, like, yeah, I know her.
You know where, okay, so I'm recommending that we have the same stipulations, the same type of stipulations that we have for liquor licenses for cannabis licenses.
Yes.
I do not know if we can request them to be notarized as we do with the liquor license ones. I will find that out. But at least if we have those in the same manner as Yelena stated before, it will help us out. Instead of having to repeat these questions 10 times, they will be already on the form. But I will find out if we can have them notarized, as we do with the liquor license ones, because liquor license ones, we can request to be notarized because we submitted to them and SLA has not told us anything different in the last 3 years or in the last 20 years in other locations. So is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so more work, Hannah, I apologize, but here we go. So we'll create something similar. It's gonna basically be the same.
And tomorrow I'll send you some questions to send to the applicants and so.
And now you want to talk about open dining?
Huh? I don't know if you have, okay,
On the table.
don't know if anybody can function. We have this open dining program, okay? We have, okay, as I said, city decided to keep budkas, okay? City decided to keep budkas, but city decided to take money for budkas, okay? I believe community board, it will be part of the process because this one is replacing sidewalk cafe application, okay? We're gonna be part of the process for sidewalk or for a road, for the street. There are changes, city will charge money, it's gonna be application fee plus certain fee per square footage. They would have to submit, the plan. It's very similar to sidewalk cafe. The enclose, whatever, it's gonna cost businesses
But
money.
it's in the street.
Yeah, also
Or street or sidewalk.
street or sidewalk.
I mean, 'cause now
Also,
reject
everything on the
else.
street, should be removed from November to March, I believe, which is,
It's a disaster. Going
which
to
is-
Bay Ridge and you lose.
Yeah.
Block
which
after
is
block after
disaster
block.
and insane.
It's a disaster.
So, I, giving you, it's gonna be, Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if I can still function. It's gonna be some hearing, correct?
Yeah, it's on Monday, the 20th.
Okay, on Monday, it's gonna be some hearing. I believe community board should be part of it, or we can submit our opinion, okay? So, if you have, Sanjeev, if you have to write an opinion, what would you write?
Regarding the
Side-
new sidewalk thing, I don't think we need it. We have the bus lane, the bike lanes, the street cafes. It's just too much congestion.
Okay, so we would, I agree with you 100%. So Eddie, you listen, yeah?
They don't want.
Yeah, Eddie, I believe it should be right to put something like, we object permission for road structures on commercial streets and the main transportation roads. If
Surf
you have-
Avenue would be a disaster.
Okay, I want Brighton to be exempt, I want
Right.
Surf to be exempt, whatever
All
we
road
have.
beds.
Yeah, okay.
We can definitely send a letter to them or during the comment period, so. What we can do is, we'll draft up a letter, so you can see it, before we submit it to them.
Мы закончим сейчас.
If they have on Monday, we could speak, but if not, because it's a hearing, so it's a public hearing.
Right, but I think what Yelena is saying, that this committee is saying that they don't want any applications on any road beds in our district. And can we just submit that comment?
Okay.
Well,
Yes,
for the record, that's.
What about the side streets, Yelena?
Road beds is road beds or the streets.
No, unfortunately,
Oh, you're right.
they might treat it differently. but I would say we are talking about side streets with the certain, we have to check the certain width. Because when you have something on a very wide street, we don't like it, it's pain in the whatever, you know. But it's still, doable for cars. But if we have 2-lane street, like we have Brighton Second, Brighton Fourth, and we have Budka in the middle of the street, it's impossible. So we gotta work.
Yeah, well, even Stillwell Avenue is a side street, and that would be a disaster.
Okay, so we have to put list of the streets, we don't want side streets and we don't want road beds,
Right,
okay?
you gotta,
Anything else?
Can I just have one question? Can the liquor license applicants apply for these street cafes?
Yes.
Oh,
And on tomorrow, can you just send an email out to all the board members saying we highly recommend that you place in your own comments? The hearing period is on Monday.
okay.
We just send them that information and people. So this doesn't really have to be a vote because it's coming from me, a letter, and we leave it there. Anything new, anything old?
Wait, so on the chat.
Right. Hey, Eddie, following?
And.
That's supposed to be cannabis?
No. Billy and I, please, get a spot on the agenda on December meeting. They would like to introduce themselves to the board, and ask for an adjustment.
Yeah, send in their application and Hannah will contact them in December.
Okay,
We can't discuss that without, the application.
okay, so did you hear that?
Apologies.
Yes, I did, Eddie. Thank you so much.
Yes, apologies. Send in your application and Hannah will reach out to you for the next meeting.
Okay. Okay, thank you, guys.
it's right here. Oh, it's right here.
Motion to adjourn.
No, it's called an hour.
Motion to adjourn.
I'm not on the committee, sorry.
Second, good. Have a good night, everyone on the screen. Thank you for coming.